Oh no, he's eating me. Ah. Yeah, that is creepy and freaky. This is the area that I'm staying in Chisinau, and we have a nice swing set here, some pillows on the slide, and I'm staying in that building over there. And actually, I really like this. And one of the cool things about this area, which I'll show some other time, is that there's a lake right near and a whole park near with all kinds of interesting stuff. And it's a Sunday afternoon, and it's super hot. I think it's like 93 degrees or something like that. And so we're going to go there. The name is Valea Morilor Park, and this was commissioned by Brezhnev, leader of the Soviet Union in 1950. So it's just a short little walk, and let's go there. Well, here we are. There are a few people around, at least. Not as many as expected, to be honest, but has some foosball, some nice little shops right here. And here's the lake right over here, the same name as the park. And I am told it is not safe to swim there. I'm not actually sure because I do see some people over there that are swimming. And I brought my bathing suit and everything. I was kind of hoping I could take a dip. Yeah, I think over there they have the steps that are actually supposed to be taller. There's supposed to be more steps than the one in Odessa. The Potemkin stairs, which I actually did climb, I think that was 7 years ago. It doesn't look as big, but I think there's some sort of optical illusion in the one in Odessa to make it look bigger, and it was intentional. So I'll say more about that when we get there. And there are definitely people swimming, so I have no idea if I got good information or bad information about that. This initially has a little bit of a feel like Hydro Park in Kyiv, which is a place I really loved. And I mean, this sort of stuff over here, this looks like, well, not just stuff that's fun for the kids, but would be fun for me as well if they were to let me on it. But it's gonna get weird pretty quickly. So let's just walk a little bit over here. Is anyone else scared of abandoned amusement parks as much as I am? Because we got that over here. You know, I've been to the Chernobyl exclusion zone twice, and this definitely reminds me of the abandoned amusement park, or the abandoned bumper car specifically in Pripyat. So I did bring my Geiger counter, and let's see how radioactive. So it looks like it's 0.09 microsieverts an hour. So it's abandoned and spooky, but at least it's not all that radioactive. There's a lot more than just the bumper cars. It looks like we can get in over here, and like the general comment I kind of make is like you do actually find some fun and nice and cool stuff in Moldova, but anywhere you go, like it's not too far to find ruin and decay and headless guy to ride. But you know, Moldovans are tough, so I kind of wonder if that's actually like something they make their kid ride even before this got abandoned. Yeah, that is creepy and freaky. And this is another Donald Duck sort of thing over here. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, this is totally not secured, so we can explore a little further. And I think from talking to people, I think it's almost like people just don't even notice. It's not strange to them that there's some creepy, abandoned, rotting hellhole right next to something that's nice that they're going to. And it's almost kind of scarier that it's children's stuff. Like, if it was like some abandoned adult ride, then like, sure, but I mean, this thing here is so much scarier with the teeth, and I think it's maybe like the surreal children's coloring or something that makes it scary. I don't know. Imagine driving this race car around when this was actually working. Who knows when that was? Valea Morilor Park really has something for everyone. I mean, you got the also abandoned spinning rides over here, and you got some sort of cafe. It looks like you can even still get in. There's some sort of like red like blanket or something covering. I mean, okay, here's the thing, and I'm actually really not joking with this. Like, I am not sure that that's abandoned. If this were pretty much anywhere else, it would be clear. But is this abandoned? Maybe it just opens on Tuesday. I don't know. It says Break Cafe, so maybe they're taking a break right now. Hard to say. And yeah, they really just keep on giving, because not only do we have one, but we have two abandoned bumper cars. And I mean, this actually kind of sucks because bumper cars are one of my favorite rides. We continue on, we have Michigan-style steps crumbling and falling apart. One thing I learned from watching Bold and Bankrupt's video about this place is they absolutely love their Brazzers over here. He actually found someone with a Brazzers bumper sticker on their car. And yeah, he was 100% right about that. You got some more Brazzers graffiti over here. There's an interesting place called the Mold Expo, and I'm not joking. I think it's like short for Moldova International Expo, but it's like they're showing mold, which really does not sound promising. And you have to be really careful on the way. Like there are pits. Like you don't see this everywhere else. So like if a traveler is not used to this sort of thing and comes to Moldova, like, definitely look where you're walking or you could get really, really hurt. So I am completely not making it up, and I'm not joking. This is the Mold Expo. So it's a real thing, and today there's a dog show going on. So I think there's actually going to be some people here. And I was exploring around this area a few days ago when I was just scouting things out, and it actually seemed kind of dangerous. So there were actually like roving groups of dogs going around. Some were following me, some were like aggressively barking and snarling. So it's there is something going on here. I thought that the whole place was probably abandoned, and I'll show you why. It's definitely not. And there's a special surprise here as well that I'll show you, but I don't really want to go too deep into the place because I really don't trust what's going to happen. What's the first building you see in the Mold Expo, the Moldova International Expo that I guess they're wanting to show to foreigners? Yep. And I think it's still open because I see some signs there, but it's really faded and run down, and the steps are not welcoming, and it just gets worse as we go on. So I'm not going to go much further in this direction. So as you can see there's cars and things. I'm not in some weird place that I shouldn't be. They're probably here for the dog show. And oh yeah, that is very, very clearly abandoned, I think. You never know here. But I did see some dogs running around there, and that's kind of one of the problems that I would love to do some urbex here to see what's in some of these places. And it seems that very often these places are actually being guarded by aggressive dogs who are going to just start barking and warning you the minute you come anywhere near. So it takes the urbex fun out of it as well. And we got another, it looks like it's a really big abandoned building. There's trees on the roof and a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, is it actually abandoned? I have no idea. I really can't tell. It is so hard to tell. I think this is this looks okay. It looks like there's people here. It's probably where they're having the dog show. But there's one really kind of cool and exotic thing for me as an American that I want to show you. So we're going to go back another direction. And I did find something that actually is well taken care of. So this is Comrade Lenin. And I have a couple other bros here. I think this is Comrade Trotsky. It's not labeled, but I believe that's who that is. And he has some pieces of his monument that are a little bit knocked off and not as well taken care of. And it seems like Engels has been following me everywhere in my travels, but nope, not this time. This time we have Marx instead. So here's bad boy Karl Marx. And right next to this building, we have some Soviet murals. Something about the workers getting together and doing something. I think the Soviet art, I think it's I really do not like what it represents. I mean, it's historically something important and interesting. And, I'm not the only one here that wanted to see this. Hello.
Hello.
Where are you guys from?
I'm from here. This is my wife from Italy.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I'm American, so I had to see the Lenin monument.
Yes, it's interesting because it's one of the last ones that is in Moldova.
So have they destroyed most of them?
Yes.
Yeah.
Most of them.
What do you think about these? Do you think they should be still standing, or that they should get rid of them, or?
Let's say it's part of story. for somebody not good story, for somebody not so bad.
The society grows, and if we start to say like, no, this was wrong, and now we destroy everything, then we don't have nothing, and we have to start over again, and then in 100 years it will be the same, and then again. We just have to think critically and say like, okay, this was good, I know that that was wrong.
Well, we're off-roading it a little into the forest, so there's something on Google that looks like some sort of spring. There are mixed reviews. Some people say you can drink the water, others not. I found what the story of these Izvoril Spring is about. So some dude, Gennady Bakinin, I'm sure I'm totally mispronouncing that. He was an electrician. And actually right around the time I was born, it says spring 1981, he was wandering through this forest and found some unknown spring with really, really cold water. And apparently, like, some people who've drank from it claimed all kinds of like healing properties. Supposedly it, I don't know, gets rid of gastritis and makes it easier to get pregnant. So, well, maybe that's not what you want, depending what you're trying to do. So be careful. But he named it after his sister, who I think just died in childbirth recently. So let's check it out. It seems like it could be something really interesting. I think there are a few puzzles here to solve. I think it's not as complicated as the Hydro Park outdoor gym in Kyiv was, but I think this one here kind of unfolds and makes something like a straight bar to do pull-ups with that sort of grip. I'm not really sure what this one is. Looks like there's some sort of dip bars over here. Let's see, so you stretch like that, stretching like your lats or something for the pull-ups. So your name was Vitaly, right?
Yes, my name is Vitaly. I'm from Ukraine, this regional. Also, I cannot see my father and my mother already 4 years.
Oh, that's horrible.
Only from talking from
Yeah.
Messenger or WhatsApp. I'm drinking this water, and my son also drink. My wife now stay to.
Well, I will drink this on recommendation from Vitaly.
I start 1 month ago, make this one.
Oh, can you feel better?
Yes.
Oh, good,
I
good.
feel better.
Good. That's awesome. So, хорошо.
Yeah, хорошо. Yeah.
All right.
Добре.
Добре. Okay, so I wasn't going to try this, but on the recommendation of Vitaly, that his whole family hasn't gotten sick and they're all drinking it, so I'll give it a shot. And this is, I think, consistent with what I read online. So I had to look this word up here. Rodnik, I believe in the Russian, that's spring. And like Tamara, that's probably like the genitive case to make it like possessive, like the Tamara's spring. So let's give it a shot. And I'm sure it's going to be very, it's freezing cold, which is actually really wonderful with how hot it is right now. Okay, so. Yeah, there's definitely like a little specific taste to it, but it's not really so bad. Like when I was in Chihochinik, the water there was kind of nasty. It's this, healthy spring water, but this is actually all right. So one way you need to be a little careful when you come here, because over there are the showers, so you don't want to just walk back there and disturb someone. Maybe they went to the gym or whatever. They just feel like freshening up. I love the cool design on this. So I read some reviews that said like, this place is in ruin, is blah, blah. I don't know. It's just kind of like an area in nature. I mean, it's not supposed to look like some perfect, thing. I mean, I don't know. Okay, there's this. Whoop-de-doo, big deal. You got healing spring water, so I think it's fine. I guess if the legends are to be believed, I'm going to get pregnant soon. And I didn't really think much about that till after I drank the water and like, okay, what's in that could get me pregnant? And anyways, I'm going to try not to think about it, but here's the lake. We're about halfway around, more or less. Moldova sometimes comes up with cool stuff that surprises you. And this is just somehow really unique. It's like a circus-themed playground. I mean, I think this looks really cool. I made it to the Green Theater, and this is supposed to be something like the largest open-air theater in Europe, which, I mean, who would have expected it's in this corner of Chisinau in Moldova. So let's go check this out. Well, I'm going to get out of here quickly because there is no break at all from the sun. Let me just show how big this is. I mean, I don't really know how many people this is going to seat, but this is pretty impressive, actually. So this is a cool thing. I mean, these are just kind of normal wooden benches. So, and is that, oh my God. I was not expecting this. There's an actual bathroom. So, you know, Moldova, or Chișinău at least, like I don't like find any bathrooms. So I have only so far found 2 public bathrooms. One of them was in the mall, Unique or something like that, and another was this like just disgusting one in this central market. So maybe I'll put a picture up of that. So I guess you're supposed to either hold it all day or go in the bushes or something, I don't know. But this over here, this is number 3. This is amazing. I can give this bathroom medium reviews. So we actually have soap, that's good. I mean, this is in contrast to the Central Market one. We have the squatty potty here, but it's actually clean. And there's toilet paper. So I know sometimes these places you can't find toilet paper. I found something a little cool here, although maybe a little confusing. I read, maybe this is because I was reading in like Romanian sources and using Google Translate to tell me what's going on. There's supposed to be some cascade stairs that are longer than the Potemkin stairs in Odessa by 18 stairs or something like this, and from the picture it didn't look believable. But then there's this. I think this is called granite staircase, and this actually is totally believable that this is as long or longer than the one in Odessa. So I'm not entirely sure. I tried looking on Google and there aren't too many English language resources about Moldova in general, so I'm not totally sure. I'm running a little low on gas. This whole heat thing, you know, it's I actually did find a place to walk with some shade, so you can remember this if you're here. This is kind of more the part of the park that's really obsessed with steps rather than like abandoned crazy carnival rides and stuff like that. So, you know, kind of pick your poison. Actually, I prefer the creepy carnival rides myself. This is labeled Fata Kuplaka on Google Maps. Got a little dog there, and I think these are the stairs, the cascade stairs. So they actually don't really look like they're that high, but I think they actually go as high as the last one. So maybe there are actually just like 2 gigantic staircases that rival the Potemkin stairs. I didn't think this was going to be that big actually, but I think it kind of is. And I really kind of want to join them and take some selfies up there, but like it just, I don't know, maybe if I come back at night or something like that. It's not happening right now. Well, we made it all the way around. It's, I think, something like 2.5 kilometers around the lake, but it actually seemed a bit longer because I went to a lot of the nooks and crannies, not all of them. So I thought it was going to be a little simple video to film, and it turned out not to be. And I found an amazing discovery here. We actually have bathroom number 4 in Chișinău. And it cost 2 MDL, and it seems like there's toilet paper bunica there that you have to pay the tribute to get in. So that's, yeah, at least 2 bathrooms in this whole big area. So that's quite a bit better than the rest of the city. Maybe there's another hidden one. And I'm going to try to come back here at night and see if it's any different. It's about 11 o'clock now, and I was so sweaty I definitely had to change my shirt and take a little shower. But the building was interesting, and yeah, this is now pretty nice. I mean, there's actually, I think, even more people here now than there were earlier. Hey. It's a little like farm. Okay, I don't want him to eat my camera. Yeah, I know what he wants. So this is like this little farm attached to this restaurant. I'm not really sure. And oh, look at these toilets of flowers. I don't know what this is. think I'm beginning to regret a promise I made earlier today. So I said that I would climb the Cascade stairs if it's not going to be blazing hot and sunny. And maybe next time in Moldova, who knows when that'll be, I'll do it. But I was just thinking about it, and yeah, I actually came back to this area, and it's nighttime, so it's not sunny, and it's only 73 degrees right now, so yeah, Peter Dole, okay. I need to actually do this. So let's finish off the video with this. There's no way that's actually 218. Maybe I read the sources wrong. It's something like about 3 minutes it took for me to get up there based on the timing of the hyperlapse being about 6 seconds, and it was times 30 speed. So if anyone's counting in the video, please let me know how many steps that was. So let's check the view from here. I think it's a nice view. I think you could even see more during the day, but the lights are cool. So yeah, just kind of concluding thoughts on this place. I mean, this is honestly a really cool place. It's it's got something for everyone. You know, it's got the beach. It's got you can come here and drink the Ukrainian cherry liquor. Actually, that's something really nice to do at night. You can come here at night and do things. There's abandoned amusement park rides. There's a bunch of stairs, a cold spring in the forest. You know, I think it's pretty nice. So the thing I wanted to say as well about the night here, like, you know, this is not like a Friday or Saturday, so I wonder if there'd be more people around. Like, it seemed like it was pretty chill. People could still drink and everything, and it's, you know, it's midnight now, and there's still, like, people going down the stairs and everything, so it's a nice little area. And I did try to go back to this abandoned amusement park area, you know, when it was dark, and it completely was a terrible idea because there was some very, very aggressive dog that started like snarling and barking at me, and I was just like, okay, it's probably just like full of this sort of thing at night, so I'm just gonna kind of avoid and go back to the beach where the people are, and it wasn't an issue as much. So anyways, that's pretty much it. Like, I mean, this really is a cool place. When I looked up for things to do in Moldova, this did not come up, but I highly recommend it. So I'm going to the zoo next, and even heard about some dino park, might go there. So, you know, like, comment, subscribe, you know, stick around and see what else comes up next.